Halloween! Hi, Shar.
Hi, Aim.
How
Happy
are
Halloween.
you? How are you?
Black and
Black
white.
and white.
Black and white. I'm not.
Cleopatra later today. Woo woo!
Oh my gosh.
So, gosh, I thought about wearing it, and then I was like, Char's not going to get
You were
full
gonna be
costume, and I
Cleopatra.
didn't want to be like normal costume, so I didn't wear it. But anyway, hey, let's start the day with New Hope. I got a question for you, lovely.
All right, let's do this.
Cute earrings.
Thank you.
All right. How can we love our enemies?
Ooh, good
How can we
question.
love our enemies?
Sorry, I'm going back to my earrings. I was like, where did I get these? And it is,
That wasn't the question. Go ahead, though.
I know I'm still focused on, when I think of it, I'm going to give a shout out because I really like them.
Good.
Thank
You got
you.
me these. Thank you, Char.
I know I got them from Tracy. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe, I can't
Love
think,
her
I'm
stuff.
so sorry.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
How can we love our enemies, Char?
So easy.
Focus.
Okay, focus. Okay.
It's usually me.
This is where my brain goes and then I can't
Usually
focus.
me.
We're twins.
How do you love your enemies?
Oh yeah. Christ-like. One word. Christ-like.
Good one.
He forgave everyone. I try to live Christ-like. So when my enemy is, when I feel like someone's an enemy, I just love them. Because I feel like when somebody, feels like an enemy and
Right.
they don't, whatever, agree with me or whatever.
Oh, they flip you off on the drive to school. Some
Yes.
dad is like,
Perfect.
I say dad. Some mom maybe too. But
Yes.
they're like, I'll get you. And what do you do?
Because I probably did cut him off, let's
Yeah.
be honest. Oops,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Having fun dancing in your
My
Woo,
strength is
with
not
the kids. It's like,
directions, driving. So I think I would say like, I'm so sorry. Like I want to be the bigger person. And
so he flips you off. What do?
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, and then he thinks you flipped him off again, and then he's like,
I'm
I'll
like
get
waving,
you,
and he's like,
Char,
"No."
stubborn. I'm kidding.
But really just show love. The opposite, if the
Ah.
antidote is to do the opposite.
Yes.
And I live a lot happier when I can do that.
Good.
And I want to model that for my kids because meeting
I
anger
love
with
that.
anger, nobody wins. Okay.
So love thy enemies as thyself.
yes.
I like that. So just always show up with love.
love is always the answer for us.
Always the answer, love. So
That's it.
I love that you chose love.
Thank
Good
you.
one.
Thank
What's
you.
on today's show?
On today's show, it's a little bit serious.
Mm.
It's we're each going to share something we've learned about marriage and how it helped us.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I mean, hello, we're married every day.
I think marriage
Hello?
is
Who's ever
probably
married they're every day.
the hardest
You can't
thing.
just be married one day. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying, marriage is the hardest thing. I think that we go like this, then we go like this, then we go like this, and then we go back
Sometimes
up. and-
two ships passing in the
I don't know
night.
one marriage that hasn't had difficulties, problems. We get, things happen in life with like a death or just a new baby. All these things that happen while you're
Yes.
married, and people take stresses differently. People react differently, and I find that trying to figure out the marriage is so helpful. So then we have less of these times and more of these times, and just staying.
Moving on
Yeah.
up. And I want to share that why we like doing all the self-growth is because if we stay the same, if we're in a bad cycle or ships passing,
Yes.
nothing's going to change.
Nothing's going to change unless we take action.
So
We are
lo-
action takers.
we love to learn and we're not embarrassed to learn. So anyway, I wanted to share, can I go first?
Please go first, Shar.
Okay, I like this one. It's so exciting. When I get something and I'm like, oh my God, I love that. I want to share it with everybody.
Okay.
If it helped me, maybe it can help you. So well, here it is. My friend told me this story that I never thought about. And so his friend was on the phone.
Okay.
And his wife called. This is his friend. Okay, I like to act things out. And his wife calls, hey, honey, how's it going? Oh, uh-huh. Anyway, 10 minutes later, he hangs up and he says to his friend, mind you, they're both male. I don't know what happened. I'm newly married. My wife calls. Everything's going great. She says something. I try to help her, and boom, she's pissed at me.
Oh, I know. Yes.
And I don't know what I did. And my friend says, oh, let me teach you something. I've been married for a long time, and this is what I found.
Okay.
Here it is.
Give it to me.
Is it a listen or a solve? That's what the guy said to the guy. He said, is it a listen or a solve?
Okay.
This will help you. And his friend said, what do you mean? He said, here's the thing. Men are problem solvers. Their brains are wired to problem solve.
Yes.
Women want to talk things out.
Oh, I love that one.
Talk it out.
I love to talk it
Talk
out.
it out. Talk it out. So when the wife probably wanted to talk it out with her husband, her friend.
Got it.
And because they are. But when he calls, all he hears is, get to the point. I want to solve it. I want to help you. Let's do this.
Yes,
Let's do
that's my
this."
husband, big time.
And so here she's looking for a listen, but he's trying to solve it. So boom, problem. What? You never listened to me.
No,
Oh,
yes.
No, I don't want to do that. And they're not ready to hear it.
Yes.
They just want to be heard.
Yes.
And so he said, you could do this. Here's the tool. When the wife calls, she could say, honey, this is a listen, not a solve. Because 9 out of 10 times it's a listen. And I will share that with my husband. When I shared this with Brad, he's so funny. I said, honey, so I'll just say to you, this is a listen. And then he's so funny. He said, then why don't you go call your twin sister?
Yes, call me. Let's just, if it's a listen, I'm ready.
I mean, but we could be smart. He's onto something.
Yes.
I could wait. I'm like, oh, I'm so mad. I can't wait to tell Brad this. And I just want him to hear me. And then I could go, oh, he can't hear me. He want to solve it. Boom, hang up, dial Amy. Hello.
Yeah, because then you just
Guess
feel
what, Amy?
disconnected
You're not
from
gonna
your
believe
man.
This. You're not going to believe this. And then you're going to be like, I hear you. And then when I need a solve, which is 1 out of maybe the 10 times,
Yep.
I dial up Brad.
Right.
Is it a listen or a solve, people?
I love it. So when I want a listen, I call Shar. When I want to get some advice or I really want to know how to maybe fix something and want a different perspective, I ask my husband. That's amazing because usually when I would have a problem and I'd go to him, this makes sense because this what would happen. He would listen and then he'd be like, well, wait, what? So basically get to the point. And I'm frustrated because I want to share all the details.
All of them.
And then I felt disconnected because he was frustrated and I was frustrated and nothing got solved. Except for I was pissed off the rest of the day at him.
And sometimes
He didn't listen to me.
Sometimes I do want Brad to hear, and I will just say it's a listen. And I told Haley too, you can tell your dad this is a listen, Dad, because for sure the dad wants to solve the little kids' problems.
Love.
And so this listen and solve is just
Listen and solve. Call your best friend, your sister, whoever you're close with that will listen to you and say, this is a listen, I want to vent, I want to get it out, I want to just talk it through so I can hear. That's
we
really
can
what
do
we're
that too.
doing.
And we can do it
Yeah,
too
we're just
together.
kind of trying to figure it out by just talking it out. And sometimes just getting it out was enough that you really didn't want anything to do with answer. You just wanted to kind of talk it out and then be done with it and move forward.
And surprisingly,
So
through
we do
this
for
new
each other
awareness,
all the time.
I realized that we just want to be heard.
We just want to be heard
too, and then maybe we'll come up with our own solve. You know, I love that.
I love that.
Hopefully, I helped you guys. And now,
Oh, I got a good one.
the Amy
Marriage
story.
So this one really helped me, and I want to share because it really, literally changed my marriage.
Whoa.
Because
Tell to
when
me.
we shift and our thinking shifts and we put power to something that we take action on, really does help. And this one is a doozy.
Okay.
So there are things in our marriages. Everyone can say, I love things about my man, and there's also things that really bother me about my boyfriend or husband. It's like, oh, he's just so that one for me was, he is fear-based. He's more like, I call him a 80-year-old grandma. He just gets real
Why
fearful.
grandma? Why not
I don't know,
grandpa?
but it just reminds me of an
Grandma's
80-year-old grandma that's like, and so I understand that I am definitely not a overprotective, worry about my kids kind of person. As
like,
you
they're
know,
fine. They're fine.
Piglet is just having fun with the kids all day. And
Yes.
sometimes I forget about the safety. Good one. And so my husband, I think knowing that about me, plus him being somewhat of a grandma, no offense, Steve, I know I say that to you sometimes, but it's just again, a little bit much sometimes. So what I want to share with you is this. Once I released my upset, I was always upset with him. Like, gosh, why is he so fearful? Why is he such a
There he
grandma?
goes again.
Doesn't he trust me? What's his problem? So once I realized, okay, you know what? This is who he is. I accept him for the good and the bad, and it's not necessarily bad. It's just a lot. So like, I'll give you
different.
Different. So the whole thing is, I want to share with you that I finally came to not resisting or expecting a different result every day, but just accepting that he's like that. But like, for instance, I'd be going to the beach and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to go to the beach. Kids, get your boogie board, get this. And he's like, I checked the weather and it seems like there might be a riptide today. And there's going to be high waves and I don't know if you should take him. And remember the sunscreen like every 3 hours. And I would just be like, what? Like, now I'm fearful.
She does not need any more like.
I'm like, we're just going to the beach to have fun. And now I am like, all in my head,
Sweating,
a riptide, should they go in the water?
sweating,
He doesn't trust me. So now what I want to share is it's amazing. Now I go, Steve, thank you for checking the weather. I'm going to be more cautious when they go in the waves. I'm going to be better at putting sunscreen on and reapplying. So now it's just a simple example of me accepting him, that's just one of them, of how he is and who he is, not expecting him to change, not thinking that I can change him by what, yelling at him, saying you're a freaking grandma crazy.
And also, am I hearing this right?
Give it to me.
That you're seeing the value in who
Yes.
in it instead of just the negative or
That's
the
what it
weirdness
is.
or the difference.
And guess who
It's like,
benefits?
thank you
We
for
do.
checking the weather. And you don't have to go all crazy about the
Yes.
weather or the
That's good that you told me that so I
Tsunami.
can really keep an
and then
eye
you're just
on
like,
them.
thank you. And then you don't have to be
And I
weird
think it
about
helps
it.
him because before I was resistant,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you
like,
never
dude,
could.
the waves are fine. We're out of here. And he's probably like, hope they come home.
Yes.
I hope they don't get swallowed up by the tsunami. I mean, and now I'm like, Steve, I'm going to keep an eye on them. And he's like, great. And everybody wins.
Now, do you keep an eye on him?
I do better than
Good
I
reminder
would.
for you.
It's like, have fun in the waves. And then I flip my magazine.
Actually, he's helping
And then I'm
you.
like,
He's actually helping you.
oh yes, the waves. So I'll go down there and I'll be like, okay, you guys are doing good. Let's keep it in a little more.
Then you're like,
Lifeguard all
Char,
of a
watch
sudden.
them. Watch my kids.
Then I'm
breathing."
like, yeah, you want to go down to the water? Go check on mine too. No, but listen,
I love that.
resisting our mates for what bothers us and thinking that it's going
And
to
who
change
they are.
is just insanity. If they're not going to change, we can accept them and we can love them. And he accepts and loves me for things
love
that
that.
might bother him. Me talking
Instead
a
of
lot.
saying like, oh gosh, there's Steve doing it again.
Mhm.
Why is he so worried? Why is
The
he so
anger,
fear-based?
the frustration.
Now tell me what you say.
Grandma, I'm gonna kill myself if you say the waves are big one more time. I heard it, but not anymore.
Now what do you say?
Thank you for just allowing me to, like, I feel like I want to say allowing me to be a parent because I accept him now and then he accepts me and he's not like saying it 20 times. Like,
So now you help
remember the
each
wave,
other.
maybe the wave.
Actually,
remember
now
the
you're
waves.
helping each other.
I love it.
Instead of resisting.
And now we go here,
So-
here, and
And
here.
then lots of hugs.
Love is the answer, is the key. I hope we spread it to you today from our hearts to yours. We love you. Happy Halloween!
Enjoy your time. See you later.